students, welcome back. Welcome back to the world of RoboMate. Yes students, yes. We have been discussing the chapter circular motion. Now we are going to start a very important module. Yes, what you see over here, I'll tell you. Students, in this module, what we are going to do is, we are going to consider an object, and that object is performing a vertical circular motion. And we are going to derive the expression for velocities of the object at different points of the vertical circle. Is that clear? And this is a very important module. So, please pay full attention. Can I start up? Alright. Now what did I tell you students? We are going to consider an object, and that object is going to perform a vertical circular motion, and we are going to derive the expression for velocities of the object at different points of the vertical circle. Okay? Now, first, let me bring in the animation. I am considering an object. This object is performing a vertical circular motion. Now, let A be the topmost point. Alright, A is the topmost point. I am going to consider one more point, point B. Point B is the bottommost point of this vertical circle. Now, point B is my reference point. So if point B is going to be my reference point, then height of point B will be 0. Is that clear? Fine. Now, let R, alright, R be the radius of the vertical circular path traced by the particle. Now, see there, point A, topmost point. I can say that point A, alright, is at a height of 2r from the reference point B. Point A is at a height of 2r from the reference point B. Is that clear? Fine. Now, let us, before going on to the velocity derivation, let us see what will be the potential energy of the object at point A, at point B. Okay. So first, let us assume that this object is at point A. What will be its potential energy? Yes, we know the formula. Potential energy is mgh, and here it is at point A, so potential energy is mg into HA. And what is HA? HA is 2r. So can I substitute over there? Yes, what I will get? Potential energy is mg into 2r. Is that clear? Now, let us assume that this object is moving from point A, alright, to point B. Then what will happen? If it moves from point A to point B, it is losing height, so it will lose potential energy. Alright, now, the object is at point B. Potential energy at point B is nothing but mg into hb. And what is hb? See here, hb is 0. So what will happen to potential energy? Potential energy of the object at point B will become 0. Is this clear to you? Fine. Now let me consider one more point, point C. Point C is midway between A and B. It is in the midway. And point C, alright, it is at a height of r from the reference point B. Point C is at a height of r from the reference point B. Now, let us say the object is moving from point B to point C. It's moving from B to C. Now what will be the potential energy? Potential energy of the object at point C will be mg into hc. And what is hc? Yes, hc is r. So potential energy of the object at point C will be mg into r. So these are the potential energies of the object at point A, point B and point C. Alright, so we need to remember this. Now we'll be using this in the velocity derivation. Is that clear to you? Now can I move on to the velocity derivation? Okay. For velocity derivation, I'm considering an object tied to a string, and this object is whirled in a vertical circle. O is the center of the vertical circular path traced by the object. Is that clear? Now, the object is that at the topmost point A, the velocity of the object over here is VA. Is that clear? Now, let me draw the free body diagram. What are the forces acting on the object? Yes, very good. Tension. It is tied to the string, so there will be a tension force in the string. So we all know, tension always pulls. So the tension will be acting downward. So T1 is acting downward. Any other force? Yes. Yes, that's it. That's correct. Weight of the object will be acting down. So mg also will be acting down. Any other forces? No. So these are the two forces. Now students, see here. This object is performing a circular motion. So what force is required for circular motion? Yes, very good. You require centripetal force. So looking at the diagram, I can say that the tension and the weight will provide the centripetal force, because you see tension is also down, weight is also down towards the center of the circular path. So the weight as well as the tension both will provide the centripetal force required for the circular motion. So I can write T1 plus mg is equal to mVA square by r. mVA square by r is your centripetal force. Till this it is clear? Fine. Now students, we all know weight of the object is going to remain constant throughout the motion. So if weight is constant, then we can say tension depends on velocity. If velocity increases, tension will increase. If velocity decreases, tension in the string will decrease. Now let us assume that this object is having a minimum velocity at point A. So if the object is going to have minimum velocity, then tension also will become minimum. Alright, it will become very less. Let us say it becomes zero. Minimum velocity. So tension will literally become zero. So tension will vanish. So if tension vanishes, then we can say the centripetal force is provided by the weight. So at minimum velocity, tension vanishes, centripetal force is provided by the weight. Alright, so keep this in your mind. Alright, now the object is at point A, topmost point, and object is having minimum velocity. And just now we saw minimum velocity, tension becomes zero, it vanishes. Then the centripetal force is provided by weight. Alright, now I can cancel out m. What I will get? I will get VA square is equal to RG. So what is VA? VA is root of RG. So this is the minimum velocity of the object at the topmost point A. Now if the velocity of the object is going to be lesser than root of RG, then the string will become slack and the object will not be able to continue in its circular motion. Is that clear to you? So keep this in your mind, the velocity of the object at the topmost point, the minimum velocity is root of RG. If it is lesser than root of RG, at the topmost point the object cannot continue in circular motion. So students, here we have derived the velocity of the object at the topmost point of the vertical circle. Is that clear? I will stop with this. In the upcoming modules, we'll be deriving the velocities at the bottommost point and the midpoint. Is that clear? So stay tuned. Keep working, students. All these things are easy and I'm very sure you can do it. Okay? Keep working. Rise and shine.